Got another triangle here. First of all, we look, is it a 90-degree triangle? Is it a right angle triangle? No. We got 92 degrees here, so we know for sure that it isn't a 90-degree triangle, so you can't use SOHCAHTOA. You can't use a squared plus b squared equals c squared. What you're going to use to see, can I use the sine law or not? Do I have an angle and its opposite side? Yes. We have the angle that we have is 92, and we have the opposite side, so we can use the sine law. Now, we want to find angle n, but as soon as I write out angle n, so that would mean I'd put sine of n on the top, I run into a problem at the beginning because do I know the opposite side that goes with n? No. I don't know little n. So there would be two things that if I started with sine of n, I wouldn't be able to figure out because with angle n, I don't have an opposite side. Can you see that you have the opposite side of angle p? So I could figure out angle p, but I can't figure out angle n yet. So I start going, this is what I want to find, but I don't know n, so there's two things I don't know there. So I'm just going to leave that for now. And I'm going to say, well, what can I find? I can find angle p. Because I know opposite of angle p is 10. So once you determine what you can find, again, I always put that on the top of my fraction because it makes the algebra a little bit easier to solve afterwards. It's not wrong if you have it flipped, but you'd have to do a couple extra algebra steps. So as a rule of thumb, what can I find? I can find angle p, and I'll put that on the top of my fraction. And then, using my sine law, go to the ones that I know. I'm going to put sine on top. What angle am I going to put? 92. And what number would go under with 92? The 11.8. And now we can multiply both sides by 10. And when I multiply this by 10, I like to put the 10 in front so you don't accidentally times your 92 degrees by 100 or by 10 and get 920 degrees. Type this into our calculator. We're going to get a decimal. We haven't solved for p yet. We're going to get sine of p equals, type that into our calculator, and you get 0.8469 dot, dot, dot. That would keep going. How do I find angle p? Inverse. So we go sine inverse of that answer. You could, if you wanted to do sine inverse of this whole thing, that would work as well. So I'm going to do the sine inverse now, and I get p is 57.88. So then I know that this angle p, right up here, is 57.88. Does it say to the nearest degree? Yes. Okay, so we can make it 58 degrees. So now that that's 58 degrees, now can you find angle n? Yes. If you wanted to find angle n, what would you use? Your newfound 58. How does that help us? Right. All three angles in a triangle add up to 180, right? So now we've got 180. We could subtract the 58, subtract the 92, and what's left? 30 degrees. So angle n would be approximately 30 degrees because we've rounded. And if you wanted to, you could now find little n because we know a side and opposite, and we've got 30 degrees, so we would be able to figure out, using sine law, the other side as well. But the question just asked us to find angle n, and we had to do a little bit of work first to find angle p, but then all angles add up to 180 degrees. and we get 30 degrees. So you can do question number 4 in the homework to practice this one.